my darlings, welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to a very sunny weekend here in the Cotswolds. It's the perfect spring weekend. I am very much dressed like the farmer emoji this morning in my straw hat. I, as you'll see later in this vlog, had my hair coloured this week and I was asking Bernie, my colourist, for a few tips on how to best look after freshly coloured hair. Tip number one is to actually not wash your hair for as long as possible after you get your hair coloured, so at least like 48 hours. So today is actually day 3. We're going to do a little rewind situation in today's vlog. Today's day 3 since I had my hair coloured, so it's looking a little bit in need of a wash, let's just say, although I am very, very thrilled with the colour and had a very much needed cut thanks to Lam Fan, both at Michael Van Clark, who you guys know that I absolutely love visiting in London. But tip number 2 was also to protect your freshly coloured hair from UV. So seeing as I plan on spending the whole day in the garden today, I thought a big hat was very much necessary. It's a glorious morning so far, seriously lovely. We had a little bit of a lie-in because we got back late last night from London, literally midnight, which is very, very late for me. I'll stand in here so the lighting isn't too crazy. But yes, aside from spending the entire day in the garden today, we're just heading out quickly for a nice brunch. We're going to meet Chloe of Chloe's Pilates fame, who I'm sure you guys know. And we are discussing maybe the potential of another retreat, because we had so much fun for the spring reset retreat at 𝑭𝒂𝒻 Manor, and we thought, you know what, this has got potential. I think we might do another one. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. We're going to a lovely local place called Straw Kitchen, which is a fabulous cafe. They do really lovely brunches and lunches, and I think dinners at certain times of the year as well. Really lovely local seasonal food, and it's also right on the grounds of Whichford Pottery. If you are a fan of Gardener's World, Monty Don's favourite terracotta pots are from Whichford Pottery, which is just down the road from us, and they are incredibly frost-proof. Just, yeah, the best, the best terracotta pots, but it's a little bit of a hidden gem. So, not anymore. We're gonna head there this morning, and hopefully we'll get a table in the sunshine, because it is truly the most beautiful day. Where there is sunshine, there will be sunbathing sausages. They've both got their favourite places. Dexy rather likes it next to the, I think that's lavender, because he can roll back onto the warmth of the terracotta pots. By the way, our stone dachshunds, which we got from an antique shop, they've got stone, I think, lurchers at Daylesford, and they are £4,500 for a pair. I think we paid £200 for these two, but I thought that was quite funny that they were so expensive at Daylesford. The garden's looking gorgeous. I have been watering this morning before it got too toasty. The wisteria is looking fabulous. We've got some friends coming over for, I think, a barbecue later on, so I'm going to be spending all day getting the garden looking lovely after our straw kitchen brunch. You are such a smart little boy. You're such a smart little boy, and I adore— Oh, are you going to show me the tummy? Are you going to show me your tum-tum? Oh, you're lovely. This is a new bracelet from Monica Vinader. It's very pretty. It's just these little green gemstones, and I absolutely love it. Josie MV20 is a discount code that works on all Monica Vinader bits. In fact, on my other hand, this little pearl bracelet with the heart on it, this is also Monica Vinader, as is my ring. In fact, I'm literally head to toe. Well, wrist to earlobe Monica Vinader. These little earrings, which are a tiny, subtle hoop with a hanging pearl, are also Monica Vinader. just had a lovely brunch and now we're pottering around the pottery. Victorian collection, a classic horticultural ware developed in the 19th century to meet the needs of England's growing love of plants. The old country potters would be throwing up to 1,200 traditional 4-inch pots in a day. My goodness, they've got such a lovely display here. The classic pots which they make here, and these are frost-proof Victorian flower pots. Huge selection.
Oh, I like these. I don't know what you plant in them, but they're just...
They're quite good for tomatoes.
Do you want one?
Go on then, if you're going to treat me.
Yeah, cool, I like those.
Got a selection of pick and mix pots in here.
Oh wow, that could be a nice gift for your mum.
What's that? Oh, how cute.
What do you think?
Is it actually a birdhouse?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's get that for your mum's birthday.
Okie dokie. Well, that's spoiled the surprise if she's watching the vlog.
Which would be nicer? This one?
We've just spotted these, which are not dissimilar to the Strawtop Cottage logo. This is absolutely genius. A plantable children's book. Oh my gosh. Fabulous idea. Okay, we've just got back from Straw Kitchen. It was really lovely to catch up with Chloe and have a really nice brunch. The food there, it's not like your classic dippy eggs and soldiers or pancakes or avocado on toast. They really just make the most of seasonal ingredients and just whack so many different things on your plate. As you saw, I think I had a slice of bread, an omelette that had black beans within it, potatoes that had been lightly fried, there was salad leaves, there were kinds of spices, there was asparagus in there, there was different kinds of onions, like so many different plants. I feel like I'm nourished so much from my first meal of the day. We were going to get another coffee, but there must have been about 30 people in the queue, so we potted around the pottery, picked up a few pots, and we're home now. So I've made myself a matcha using the method that I learned in New York, the 12 matcha method, kind of. I mean, I loosely follow it, but I added in some of my homemade lilac syrup, which you guys saw me make in the last vlog, or the last one. We've got lilac flowers at the top there. It's made with honey and not sugar, which is still sugary, but I guess a little bit better for you. I haven't actually tried it yet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's the best matcha I've ever had. That is so delicious with my lilac syrup. Lilac matcha, how delightful. I think in summer when we've got lavender growing, I could do a lilac and lavender matcha. That would be delicious. One thing I didn't master, however, are these little circular ice cubes. I bought this tray on Amazon and half of them are just little half ice cubes, and I don't really know how you fill it. What I did last time was I froze half of it, then I put the lid on and I submerged it in water to try and get the bubbles to come out of these little holes, but it didn't really work. So if anyone knows how to use these circular ice cube trays, please let me know. So I'm going to pop away my matcha bits, and then you guessed it, going to head out into the garden, but I've got a little bit of flower sorting out to do here in the house as well. We've had our Smith & Munson tulip delivery. I've got some old tulips that I need to sort out, and I might put together a few posy glasses with our old tulips ready for the table for our barbecue later when our friends come over. I know you've seen me doing this a million times before, but oh, I've got an allium in with my tulips because I think one of the boys must have accidentally knocked it down this morning, so I'm going to put it in my flower arrangement that's in the entrance area, which is still looking really good from last weekend. In fact, let's go and do that now. It might look a bit weird with just one allium, so maybe I'll go and get some more, but I definitely need to go and pick some more lilac and viburnum, and I think I'm going to actually sear the bottoms this time because, oh, you can't even see it. You can't even see it. Because apparently that'll make them last a bit longer. A few of you guys commented that in the last video. One statement allium, that'll do. I think once I put some more lilac in there, it'll be more in keeping. Okay, I've got my cut flower elixir from So Vital, which we gave to our guests in their goodie bags at the spring retreat. A few drops into the water. And these tulips have been wrapped in their paper with their ends trimmed while we've been out at brunch, so they've had time to soak up the water, which means that they stay strong and upright a little bit longer. Paint sample pots. Oh my gosh, perfect. Just said to Charlie, it's always amazing how one small hand-tied bouquet can become so many posy glasses. I did this with so many of our wedding flowers, you might remember. Gosh, did I milk those flowers. So we got married on, what was it, the 16th of June, and until the end of the month, until July, I was still, if not longer, the campanula lasted forever. I was still making up little posy glasses, eking out the wedding flowers, but this was the bouquet that was left for me in my hotel room after the Eve Lom event, or during the Eve Lom event, and it's made 7 posy glasses. I've just given them a trim at the bottom, so they should get another lease of life with all fresh water as well. So these are going to be a lovely table decoration for later, but because it's so warm and sunny, I'm going to put them all on a tray and put them in our dining room where it's dark and cool so that they don't start to wilt. We are officially setting up for summer. We've got at least... Huh?
I've got the side tables.
Oh yeah, they're so nice.
They do kind of well out here when it's not raining too much.
Yeah, well, I think we've got 10 days of blue skies, nice temperatures and sunshine, and the parasol is out.
Okay.
Look at this. Do you need a hand?
Trap fingers.
Do you want to put my gloves on? I don't like doing this because of spiders inside the umbrella. Careful of spiders. And the parasol is officially up for summer. Yay! Touches to our sun loungers. Do you remember where we got these cushions from?
I feel like they're actually
like Next,
a collaboration with Next.
Yeah, I think they were Next Home.
They are lovely cushions, these, but what would actually be ideal, the William Morris ones we've got are weatherproof.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't necessarily say you leave out if there's like 7 or 8 solid days of rain.
Yeah.
But generally, as we get towards the summer months, you can leave the weatherproof ones out all year.
Yeah.
All the time.
Oof.
Because as we all know, taking like, sometimes we might come out here for half an hour with our laptop or something, and if the cushions are out, you're going to sit on there. But if they're not, you don't have the energy to go and get them out.
Yeah.
Let's see if we've got a little table, but it looks good, doesn't it?
Looks good.
And the planters are doing well.
They sure are.
If in doubt, just plant an Apita and a Ridgeron and they'll just go mental.
I would not normally have a coffee this late in the day. It's just gone 4 p.m. but seeing as we've got friends coming over tonight and we were quite late to bed last night, I think I'm definitely gonna need it. My Luxe Cafe from Ninja does the best iced coffee. You can get your milk to froth as a cold foam and it's just perfection. I also used the cold foam earlier for my matcha. I actually can't believe I'm saying this, but I am bordering on being too hot sitting here. My phone says it's 24 degrees, but there's something about this side of the house, especially the red brick, excuse Charlie, putting away the plates in the kitchen. This wall just seems to radiate heat, and it honestly feels like it's about 30 degrees sitting out here on the patio, and if it was any warmer, I actually don't think I'd be able to sit out here. My tolerance for heat has actually just gone through the floor. But I have something really cool to show you, which I feel is going to be my favourite gadget for the whole summer. That tied with my coffee machine. You wouldn't even know that it's on because it's so quiet. I'm going to actually amp it up a little bit. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Dun dun dun! This is my new best friend. This is the Shark Flex Breeze Pro Mist, and it is my new best friend for toasty afternoons here on the terrace and also in the greenhouse. I'll show you how I'm going to be using it throughout the summer in the greenhouse in a second. This is a portable fan. So whether you're in the garden or you're doing a road trip down to the beach, or maybe you're going on a family road trip and you're staying in an Airbnb, let's face it, here in the UK, most places of accommodation and most houses, we don't have aircon, and so often we've gone and stayed at the most beautiful places, and then if we're lucky enough to have nice warm temperatures when we've been there, I've just ended up absolutely roasting. But I've charged this up and now it is, hello baby, hello my teen Wayne. The doggies absolutely love it as well, especially because it's quiet. Yeah, because you charge it up, you can obviously use it when it's plugged in, but it's portable. Absolutely amazing. Hello bunny, I know you want to come sit with your mummy. Do you want to? Yes. Dickie can be a bit funny about devices that make too much noise, but I'm sure you won't even be able to hear anything because this is honestly so quiet. Let's put it on oscillate. Turn it up a little bit. Oh.
Is that wireless?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that nice, my bunny? I just love the breeze going through my ears. I just love it. Yes. Oh my gosh, that is heaven. Wayne, stay here. Wayne. I just love the wind blowing in my ears. Do you like it there, my baby? Bum bum. Nixie. Dexy is very much enjoying the breeze, and Charlie has just bought us cheese and crackers and an iced coffee in the sunshine.
And not just any pickle.
Not just any pickle?
Daylesford pickle.
Daylesford pickle. So you're impressed by my new gadget?
It's bloody amazing. Well, A, yes, but B, the thing that I'm madly impressed with is the fact that it's wireless.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, obviously, A, it's going to be very useful this summer.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you live in a warm country, this is like something you'd use every day.
Well, do you know what I just said to the camera, which I literally thought of, like, as I was saying it? You know how often we've been to an Airbnb or a hotel and it's not had aircon?
Well, do you know what, funnily enough, I've been looking at, because we're going away to Italy with my family in the summer, I've been looking at like pretty high-end villas.
Yeah.
And obviously a lot of them are really quite old and a lot of them don't have aircon. So, and we're going in August because of a family wedding. And I was baffled.
I don't know if I would take it abroad, but
No,
for
but,
UK,
I mean, they should have
like
them.
people
If
that
you
kind
don't
of,
have aircon,
a lot
get
of
an
people
Airbnb.
pack up their cars and like either drive to the south of France. Like remember last year, we literally, the bodies drove to the south of France. I know, he loves it.
Right, I'm going to tuck into my cheese.
But you can take it to the beach. Right, enjoy your cheese and crackers. Oh my goodness, I must be mad coming into the greenhouse at the heat of the day. It's currently 32 degrees in here, which is seriously toasty, but sometimes in summer you've just got stuff to do in the greenhouse, your plants are sweltering, so that's where this is just going to come in so handy. Let me show you a really cool feature. It's really light, by the way, as you can see. I'm not struggling to lift it up at all. So the name of this is the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 Pro Mist. So you might be thinking, what's the Pro Mist all about? Well, I've got a water container here, and what you can do is actually put ice cubes in here if you want it to be seriously chilly. Slot that in there, connect it up, and then... Okay, this is amazing. I don't know how well you'll be able to pick it up on camera, but hopefully you can see there is the most heavenly fine water mist now coming out of the fan. This is just the most refreshing thing in the entire world, not only for me as a gardener, but also for my plants. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could feel that. It feels so refreshing. So this is literally just misting all of the plants in my greenhouse. It has up to a 20-meter reach. My tomatoes are living their best lives, and it's just so cooling. It's like, I don't know if you've ever been to those fabulous restaurants on Pampelonne Beach, south of France. All the fancy restaurants have these misting fans that are just the most utter blissful relief on a hot day. But it's not like squirting at me and getting me wet. Like, do you know what this would be really good for? It'd be really good if you've got your hair in heatless curls and you want to just slightly dampen your hair and then go outside and dry it. That would be absolutely perfect. I am going to actually leave this on the table and let it mist my seedlings because, oh my gosh, that is so nice. Because my seedlings need a little bit of hydration. Yes! Oh, this is so perfect. Can you guys see now? I don't know if you can, it's quite hard because the mist is so fine, but it's just emitting the perfect light mist, which is actually what plants prefer. So for microgreens and little seedlings like this, I'm actually just going to leave this misting during this hottest part of the day. We have just taken our gardening to the next level. I mean, how amazing. For the price of this as well, I could actually just leave it plugged in. If we've got mega heat wave, look at my plants just getting lightly misted. They're going to be the happiest seedlings in the world. But yeah, as I said, this can have up to 20 hours, but actually not when you're misting and oscillating. I think it's 24 or 20 hours when it's on speed 1. But obviously I've got it going at like all of its fancy settings at the moment, so I shouldn't think it'll be that long, but we've probably got another 2 hours of the hottest part of the day, so this will just stop my seedlings from shriveling up and drying out, so they're going to be very, very happy indeed. And if I needed it to be going for longer, then I do actually have a plug here, so I could plug it in, but I'm going to leave my seedlings to get misted, and I'm going to start on tonight's potatoes. I'm going to do air-fried spiced potato wedges. So we need them all to have slight angles on them and to be a similar size. So I'm just going to start chopping. And I've just given these a little bit of a bristle brush under the tap, but I am leaving, 3-second rule, I am leaving the skin on because it's tasty. Boiling, but not far off. Adding the spuds to salted water. A few more for luck. These are just Jersey royals, and I'm going to leave them in there for 10 minutes. 10 minutes and an outfit change later. I have drained off the potatoes. Oh, I've got an antennae. Never mind. Our guests are actually going to be here any second now. Oh, I'm getting a free facial steaming from the potatoes, and they are bringing their new little puppy Rhubarb, so I'm excited to see how all of the babies get along. I literally started cooking this 10 minutes ago, and I feel like I need another half an hour to get everything ready. I haven't laid the table, haven't got snacks out or anything, or prepared any drinks, but they're very long time friends, so they definitely won't mind. But what I'm going to do is leave the potatoes to cool down completely, so probably about half an hour. Then I'm going to mix some oil. I wouldn't normally keep oil in a clear container, but I had too much to fit in our other one. So I'm going to put all of this oil, some paprika, some garlic powder, and of course salt and pepper, mix in with the potatoes, and then I'm going to air fry them. In my Ninja Crispy, I've got this big glass container, which is perfect, the perfect size. I love, and I find it so satisfying that I can see everything cooking inside. And because it's glass, there's no interesting kind of chemicals getting cooked into your food. So it's a really clean way of air frying. And technically, it's quite portable as well. So I put this away. I don't leave it out on the counter every time I've used it. This is the top. This is where all the magic happens. It's got all of the jazziness inside. You can air fry, roast, re-crisp, or keep warm. And I will probably do these only maybe even for 10 minutes. I think these will be really quick, but I'll just keep an eye on them through the glass container, give them a little shake up halfway, and they should be perfectly crispy. But as I said, I'm going to leave them to cool down. I'm going to see if I can lay the table in 5 minutes before they get here. But I will bid you good night, because I imagine that the rest of this vlog, or this section, might be voiceover. Yeah? They're here. So once I've shown you what we get up to this evening, I will whiz you back in time and we can go to London. Come with me for my Eve Lom event, my hairdressing appointment. Yeah, there's lots to catch you guys up on. Oh, this lovely time of day when the light is gorgeous, isn't it? Yay! Just wanted to share that it's 7 hours later, and I am so impressed. All the water has been used from the tank, but it's still going. The battery is still going. You can see from the floor that the moisture levels are high in here. My plants are looking so happy. And something else that's a bit of a benefit, when you take your plants outside for hardening off, one of the reasons that makes your plants stronger is that the breeze actually strengthens the stems. And of course, having the fan on them is giving them that little bit of waftability, which is strengthening the stems. Hadn't even thought about that. But anyway, I am going to turn this off and bring it back inside. I can properly sign off, seeing as I snuck over to the greenhouse. The potatoes were absolutely scrumptious. They went down a treat. We're having a lovely evening in the sunshine. It's got a little bit chilly, hence why I've popped this on. but food was delicious. So as I said, I'm going to now whiz back to my couple of days in London. So hope you enjoy, and let's do some time traveling. Okay, my darlings, it is Thursday morning, a beautiful blue sky morning in London, and I had the most incredible night stay last night at Claridge's, which you'll have seen if you watched to the end of the last vlog. Let me tell you, breakfast at Claridge's was something special. I had a Claridge's shaped waffle with an acai bowl, granola, the best chantilly cream I think I've ever had. It was so delicious. Took a stroll through a few of the boutiques and shops on Bond Street on my way to a meeting. I had to pop into Ralph's, and I just, to be honest, wanted everything. I'm really leaning into this more classic style. I loved this backpack. I thought that would be really practical for any little summer trips. And of course I can never resist looking at their lovely roll necks, but I didn't buy anything. I always just go in because it's so aesthetically beautiful. I also popped into Dior. I always love their homeware and their bags, of course. And then I nipped into Selfridges, had a look at a few bags, and then I bumped into a very friendly, familiar face. So I just popped into Selfridges, and look who I found at the Erin stall, the Erin pop-up. Can you explain the outfit of the day, please, Paula?
Well, because it's Erin Rose Cocoa, I decided to wear a sort of brown rose outfit. So I'm in cabbages and roses.
Is it vintage?
It's not vintage, but they take vintage patterns.
Yeah, so I was going to say. Yeah. In the best way possible, I wish I had curtains of this material. How chic would that be? Oh my goodness. So I've just completely bumped into Paula while she's creating content for Erin, which I'm coming back to do tomorrow. This is their pop-up, open for a week or so?
Open for, yes, about up until the 14th, I think, I believe.
And you get chocolates with your perfume?
Chocolate and a candle.
Oh, really?
Absolutely beautiful.
Amazing. See you here. Hello my darlings, it is Josie from the future here. I'm actually filming this on the day the video goes live, and I realise this vlog is less than my usual hour in length. So, seeing as I had an H&M order arrive this morning, I thought I would sneak these clips into the vlog, because one thing that is always a bit of a shame is when I show you these lovely pieces and they've sold out. So I thought we could hopefully get these online before everything sells out. So the last thing you saw will have been my day in London. I went to see Bernie and Lamfan at Michael Van Clark, had my hair cut and coloured. I have literally just taken it out of heatless curls. We've got serious volume, but I just love how natural it looks. They are the best for blondes in London. So if you are on the lookout for someone to give you a spring summer hair glow up, then Bernie and Lamfan at Michael Van Clark are the dream team. They also do really good products. I'm going to pop some of the Heavenly Body into my hair, and this is really good on heatless curls, especially if your hair is looking like it just needs a little bit of volume, and it doesn't make your hair crispy, but it just kind of zhuzhes everything up a little bit. I just love it. Anyway, on with the H&M trying on. I will leave all of these pieces linked down below. We also have an LTK graphic, so if you're watching this on the TV, you can scan this barcode here if you want to just get all of these things on your phone straight away. The dress that I'm wearing right now is not H&M. This is from Dish, and I absolutely love it. The silhouette is really beautiful. Just very, very simple. It almost looks like a corduroy dress, but the neckline is absolutely gorgeous, the shape is beautiful, and it's got this little kind of elasticated section here. But anyway, enough of this. Let me show you what I think may just be my favourite ever collection of spring floral dresses from H&M. So this first one is pretty much the dress that I buy every season. They've got a silhouette that they know works, so they bring it out in different patterns every year, or to be honest, a couple of times a year, which I am perfectly happy with. This time, the iconic dress, ooh, I just changed the camera settings, that might look a little bit better. It might look no different, who knows. This time we've got a really beautiful kind of orangey dahlia and cosmos pattern on it, which is so pretty. As always, just such a lovely such a lovely length. It's a really feminine, flattering midi length. The straps are adjustable and you've got the little smock detail. I always say that this winds some people up, but I will do my gardening in this dress because they're so easy to wash, and something patterned like this, you can't really tell if you get a little bit of compost, a little bit of grass stain on it, and they're just really easy breezy, lightweight dresses, perfect for toasty summer days. I always wish they had pockets, but with dresses this affordable, that is something that I'm willing to sacrifice. Okay, this is adorable. We've got this really lovely, again, quite a square neckline, a very feminine, dainty floral print. It actually kind of looks like little cowslip buds if you look closely. Love the shape of the neckline, and I love the silhouette. This is something I don't think I've seen H&M do before, where they almost, it's kind of like a princess bouffant style dress. I don't know what you'd call it, but it just gives the skirt such a beautiful shape to it. Really lovely pleats, and again, really nice lightweight material, which is just really easy to care for in summer. You've got this bow detail at the back. I know I'm wearing the wrong kind of bra. And then it is zip in, zip out, which I love, makes it so much easier to get into, with a little straw bag and little raffia heels, my usual summer accessories. This is just summer dress perfection. Yay. Oh my goodness, they can do no wrong. I love both of these pieces. A longer pair of white shorts that are not buttock skimming, which is great. They are proper denim and a really kind of bright, vivid white, which I think looks really fresh. And then the blouse is a really nice, lightweight kind of cottony material with a beautiful wildflower pattern on it. So, so pretty. We've got poppies, we've got geranium, we've got some grasses. It's a really nice one to pop on over the top of a white summer dress, if that's what you're wearing. But yeah, a really nice piece for a spring and summer wardrobe. Love the pattern. I would maybe choose oversized if you're thinking between sizes. And yeah, the shorts I think are going to be really versatile as well. Okay, my darlings, I've already decided this set is not quite right. It's just a little bit small and a little bit revealing. It's a cute little pajama set, but I don't like how the shorts are not high-waisted. Just feels a bit weird for me. But it is a really nice lightweight material. I would definitely size up. I'm just going to keep an eye out to see if they do a version of this with more fabric. Okay, this is rather adorable. A little top and skirt combo, both with really beautiful material. This top is going to be a fantastic one for proper scorching days, especially if you are going to be outside quite a lot of the time. Oh, it's got little bows there. Oh, we've got a lot of things going on. Let's tuck the tag in. It's a little bit overstimulating, all of the things dangling down there. I already know that this is the kind of top that I'll just drop the straps, catch a little bit of sun rays on my chest with a Factor 50 on. Of course, we don't want a wrinkly chest. And I just love the smocking. I love that it flutes out a little bit. That's such a nice design detail. And then the skirt, in the colour of the season, the buttercup yellow. It's got the most beautiful shape to it. This could be a designer skirt. This could be Chloe. This could be 𝑭𝒂𝒂. It's a lovely material. It's a chiffon top layer. I like how they look together, actually. Might carry on wearing this today. And I love that the pleats are very tight, fine pleats at the top. And then they loosen out down at the bottom. Such a beautiful design detail. Yeah, I love this outfit. Absolutely gorgeous. And I feel like this is going to be one that I wear on repeat this spring. This is absolutely gorgeous. This has me dreaming of sipping an ice cold lemonade under the dappled trees on the Amalfi Coast. I know, very original. Dressed with lemons, must wear it in Italy. It's absolutely gorgeous. That same lovely silhouette that we know and love with the pattern, the straight neckline. But this one actually has a tie-up detail at the back, which I've not done up properly, so we won't look too closely. But it's such a lovely, lovely silhouette. They really are onto a winner with this one. So elegant, perfect for summer barbecues, family events, days, being toasty in your garden. I just love it. This is another winner. Okay, my darlings, I definitely saved the best till last to try on. I actually did a double take to check that this was H&M because I thought an 𝑭𝒂𝒐 piece from Net-a-Porter had snuck into my H&M pieces. It is in fact H&M. Pause the video right now. I'll leave a link down below where you can shop this. This is going to be definitely a sellout piece. I just love the pattern that they've got on the straps, the bow detail. I could definitely do these a bit more neatly. I would 100% size up because it is very tight on the chest area, but the silhouette is gorgeous. You've got that vine detail going around the waist, which is super flattering. Really lovely lightweight material, and the floral pattern is so elegant. It really does look like an 𝑭𝒂𝒂 piece. Perfect for Chelsea Flower Show. I could not love this dress any more if I tried. And then the final things to quickly show you. I thought this was very kind of Lululemon vibes. It's a scuba style top, which I plan on wearing as a little bit of a layering piece for summer workouts, whether it's a game of paddle or getting myself to Pilates. And then I also got this little combo of this beautiful blue blouse with the ruffle detail on the collar, which I think is so pretty. Got the ruffle neckline up there too. And then this beautiful white satiny midi skirt, which I actually feel is such a basic for a spring wardrobe, but I didn't have one before, so now I do, but I don't feel the need to try those on. I think we can imagine what this is going to look like. So now we're going to whiz back in time, back to my second day in London for my event with Eve Lom, which was so much fun. So thank you guys for watching this bit. And I'm going to use this as a really random middle of the vlog chance just to ask if any of you guys are watching and enjoying the videos lately but haven't subscribed. Please do. I'm talking to you. I always hear people saying this and I'm like, oh, it doesn't mean me. I mean you. Check if you're subscribed. If you're not, do hit the subscribe button down below. It really means so much to me, and thank you. Enjoy the rest of the vlog. Good morning, my darlings. A very quick start to the vlog this morning because I am about to head to the train station into London. Today is a really exciting day. Today's the day of our Radiant Skin masterclass with Eve Lom in Selfridges. I can't wait to meet lots of you guys there. But first, I've got a couple of things to shoot with Erin as well. I absolutely love Erin as a brand. Their fragrances are my everyday scents. It's a beautiful blue sky day. Here's my ride. Lila's taking me to the station. So let's head to London. Okay, made it to London. It is the most beautiful day today. Perfect blue skies, 23 degrees. This is absolutely my dream day. So I've actually just shot a lovely project in Selfridges with Erin. We had literally like a 2-hour turnaround. So brunch, editing, uploaded, job done. Very productive start to the day. I've got a little antennae sticking out here. Just spun my hair up because I've been sitting editing up here at Brown Heart Gardens in the sunshine, which is such a hidden gem off Duke Street. I just showed you a little clip. So many people have sat up there enjoying the sunshine, having their lunch break, and it's getting pretty toasty up there. But now I'm heading back to Selfridges. I'm Selfridges yo-yoing today for the Eve Lom workshop. I can't wait. I know that lots of you guys are coming, which is going to be really lovely to see so many friendly faces and see John again, see the Eve Lom team again, and Charlie's coming down for moral support. So let's head there. It's going to be a lovely afternoon. This beautiful space is where John and I are going to do our skincare workshop chat, so excited to meet the ladies. I think it's just ladies that are coming along. It looks so beautiful. We're all coincidentally wearing sage green and florals, which is perfect for Eve Lom. These flowers are actually real. They are so stunning. All of our guests will have this lovely box of skincare goodies. Oh, I think we're yet to fill it because they're going to use the products as they go. This is where John and I will give our little chat. We've got the full collection over here. We're going to do a cleansing ritual, a rescue mask ritual, my favourites, beautiful blooms. Hello everybody, thank you so much for coming. I think my first foray into Eve Lom was the cleansing balm, and so this week, month, we're celebrating 40 years of the cleansing balm, and I couldn't believe we were so lucky to have dinner with Eve. That feels like such a name drop. If anyone doesn't know, Eve Lom is a person, it's not a made up word. That she finds really funny when people say, what does Eve Lom mean? And she's like, that's just me. So darling, how do you think that went?
Flowers.
Beautiful.
I think it went really well. I mean, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I think you and John had really nice chemistry.
Nice.
I think it was lovely to meet, obviously, some of your lovely audience.
Yeah.
And everyone was sort of different ages, different jobs, really interesting.
It's a good group.
And yeah, no, I think it's just lovely when all these different things that we love come together.
Yeah.
And it was an hour of just chat and learning a bit more about the brand.
Yeah.
I didn't know quite how long-standing the brand was.
Yeah.
Which definitely adds weight to it because they really do know what they're doing.
They do.
And so yeah, I've come away learning a few things.
Jolly good. You're in the brand colours.
Need to use the SPF more.
You do. So we're just going to nip into Farm Shop, get some goodies, some snacks, because we're heading over to some family friends now. We're going to take a walk through the park and then out for tapas. Let's go. I can't believe it, they've literally got asparagus from the Wickham Park farm right by us in the Cotswolds. How funny is that? Fenton! If anyone knows where that's from, let me know. We are taking the scenic route, walking through the park. Do you want to tell everyone what you're impressed by, darling?
What I'm impressed by is in London. Obviously London is very old and there were originally lots of gas lights and there are only a certain number left and they're all heavily protected, and there's quite a few I've just noticed in Hyde Park.
The lamps?
Yeah, so they're gas, basically, but they just obviously have a flame rather than some horrible light bulb. No, so back in the day, and we're only talking like 40s and 50s I think, there were the gas lighters of London and they would go around and light them.
Does that have anything to do with the expression of you're gaslighting me? I
have no idea. But these now they obviously self-ignite. It says number 44. I think there's a lot in Hyde Park now I think about it, but they are protected. And obviously from an environmental perspective, I guess they're not the best. But then from a historical perspective, they're fascinating. So, and what we learned the other day was in our village, and I think in a lot of villages, obviously because it was VE Day, a lot of lamps like that were melted down for weaponry in World War II. So a lot of the old lamps are actually only as old as the end of World War II. Interesting. Which is really interesting. Historical facts. Yeah. But, with Charlie. There you go. Well, it's just appreciating the history, I think.
We are having a real, literal walk down memory lane today. We're about to walk past the Imperial College, which is in South Kensington, just behind the Natural History Museum. And fun fact, the job that I had when I started this vlog, I was based in this building that we're about to walk by.
In the basement.
In the basement.
With no windows.
No natural light, so I used to take my work laptop and sit in the reception area because there was a ceiling light, or what do you call it, like a...
Yeah, like a skylight.
Skylight, exactly. And these white columns that we're about to walk by were where I bought my camera on a tripod on self-timer and shot my very first blog photos. So this, anyone that's been watching my content for many years might just recognize this area here. So I used to shoot a lot of photos outside this building, and my office was down there in that basement. And these white columns of the South Kensington streets were very much du jour of blog photos back in the day. Now it's all about the Cotswold landscapes. Very much appreciating the planting in South Ken. They've got herbaceous boxes, Nepeta, Walker's Low, looking lovely. And here is the natural history. I was just saying to Charlie, in my opinion, it's a travesty that we don't have the skating rink here anymore. For ice skating.
Oh, this is at least, although actually this is quite boring.
It is quite boring. An ice skating rink is far more fun.
This is more boring.
Yeah, but it is an iconic spot.
Do you reckon they like tree ferns?
I reckon they do. It's meant to be like a Jurassic garden or something, I think.
It looks very stone.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not a fan.
I think a skate rink was better, to be honest.
Yeah.